Okay, we have roasted our cocoa beans. We then cracked them, and we've winnowed them. And now it's time to make liquor. And liquor is just another term for chocolate mass. It's also known as unsweetened cocoa or unsweetened chocolate. And the Champion Juicer here is going to do that really nicely. I've not found really that many other pieces of equipment that will actually do it. That said, anything that technically will make a nut butter, there's an old-time peanut grinder, great big huge thing, will make liquor also really nicely, and it's good for actually large scale. It'll process through 2 pounds a minute, really nice. It's worth commenting. Things that don't work, anything with a burr, or mostly a stone burr, like a corn cracker, various meat grinders, they just clog up. And coffee grinders also don't work for making liquor. They clog. The oils just are too much. So the Champion Juicer works beautiful. So what we've got here is a cutter blade. There's a flatted shaft that just slips right on. What we're going to need is these come with either a blank or a screen, a fine screen, and sometimes a coarse screen. You can either use either of the two screens for this. It just, pardon me, slips on there, and one moment, slides on. And that locks into a set of teeth, and we are set to go. So you're going to want yourself a couple, 2 to 3 bowls. I like 3, and you'll probably see why in a moment. And the main catch here is, so we're going to feed the nibs in. We're going to give it enough pressure to keep it feeding through, but not so much that we're not really force it. You can actually overwhelm this, and it'll try to stop. So just you'll get a feel for it. Just feel it. What's going to happen is liquor is going to start coming out of the bottom. I mean, it's going to take a little bit at first as all this void gets filled with nibs and liquor. Some husk and liquor and such is going to come out the front, and we'll collect that. Eventually, it'll run back through, and we'll recycle this a few times until just husk is coming out the front. And we've got liquor at the bottom, and that's the short of it. All right, let's get it going. So take your time at first. You need to generate some heat, get this melted. We've got little pieces coming out the front. And there's the first some husk and such coming out the front. And what you just heard there was actually me pushing just a little bit too hard. So here's why the third bowl. I'm going to go ahead and take this and swap that out. And just for heating's sake, I'm going to put this back through. And there you go. That starts to come out, starts flowing pretty nicely. And just to show you one more time, I'm going to set that up. Swap that out. So any husk and cocoa and put back through. And each time what you're going to get is proportionally more liquor coming out than husk. And just to give you an idea, what's happening right now is we're a bit cold in this room. And so it's slightly coming preferentially out here. Usually more comes out here, but either way works fine. You can recycle this back one more time. If you're quick, you can do that. And at that point, there we go. We're dripping pretty much just pure liquor, very little coming out of the front. You could keep on going. You could keep on going with the rest of your nibs until you're finished. As your bowl fills or your husk gets too much, put it back through. The husk coming out of the front may be 2 or 3 times you need to recycle it through. I usually try to do as minimum as possible just to keep your steps easy. That's making liquor. There we go. That's chocolate liquor. All right, let's go combine that up and get it in the melanger and actually make chocolate. Thanks a lot.